Importance of planning. This can also be said as benefits or advantages of planning. So, planning is considered to be the first function of management, and it helps to make new ideas for the concrete plans. So there are different ways of doing a particular plan. So planning is certainly important as it provides direction and reduces the risk of uncertainty by preparing forecast. So what is to be done in future? So that will be thought by the persons, and that is called as planning. So the first point under that is planning provides directions. So, planning provides the way or the direction through which the work is to be implemented. So, it provides direction and ensures that the goals or objectives are stated in a clear manner to all the workers in the organization. Suppose if the goals are being clearly defined, so the employees will be aware of the task what is to be done and what is all the necessary steps to achieve success. So through that they will work towards the goals, and that will help them to provide success or profit in the organization. Suppose if there is no planning, and the employees will be finding it difficult to work in a coordinated and a uniform manner, and different directions will be given, and this will not be able to achieve the desired goals whichever has been set by the management. So planning is very important one to provide the direction for the work that is to be started by the workers in the organization. Second point, planning reduces the risk of uncertainty. So uncertainty is something that we cannot define or we cannot expect that it will happen. So planning, it is an activity to look ahead that what is all the anticipate changes that is going to happen. So we cannot make the changes to stop, that is we cannot stop the change or we cannot stop the loss or unexpected thing what is going to happen. But on the other way, we can find an alternative source for it. So for example, this quarantine period, it is supposed to be a loss for the business concerns, but out of that they are earning some profit by working from home, or the manufacturers they manufacture, and they take the goods to the nearby residential areas with the government's support, and after following all the government rules and regulation that has been specified. So for example, the rules is from morning 10 o'clock to evening 5 o'clock, the public can move around for any kind of purchase or something. If the time limit is been given, even the manufacturers or the sellers or the traders are allowed to roam around the residential areas for selling their products. So likewise nowadays we can find that in our doorsteps we find many vegetable sellers, fruit sellers who come throughout in small vehicle for selling the goods and services, and by that they are earning some profit. So likewise, if any sudden decision has been coming, we cannot stop that, but we can find some other alternative source for getting some profit. So if not a huge profit, at least a small profit which helps them to run around the day to day expenses. So likewise, planning reduces the risk of uncertainty. So each and everything, a proper plan should be there. So changes or events cannot be eliminated, but they can be anticipated, and managerial responses to them can be developed. So for that changes, the responses can be made into existence. And third point, planning reduces overlapping and wasteful activities. So what is overlapping? Doing the task again and again repeatedly. So any individual person will complete a particular task, and without planning, and if it is not been intimated to any other person, the same task will be done with some other one. So doing the task again and again is called as overlapping, and due to that many wasteful activities, that is raw materials may go waste, time waste, energy waste, machineries depletion of machinery also goes waste. So coordinating the activities and efforts of different divisions, departments and individuals, so these are all some of the bases that the planning serves. This makes the activities to get coordinated, and it helps to avoid confusion and misunderstanding among the workers, those who are working in the organization. And if a proper planning has been there, work will be carried on smoothly without any interruptions and disturbances. So by this, useless and redundant activities are minimized or eliminated. So a proper plan is given and proper task is being given to the workers, and this eliminates unnecessary disturbances in the work. Fourth point, planning promotes innovative ideas. So this is considered to be the first function of management, and new ideas can be given at this place, and this will make a proper shape for a concrete plan. So once a new ideas are being implemented, suppose if it gives a positive result to the organization, then it will be considered throughout in the organization. So innovative ideas can be implemented. Fifth point, planning facilitates decision making. So this helps the manager to look for the future and make a choice from amongst various alternative courses of action. So what is alternative courses of action? So as I said you in the previous plan, out of innovative ideas, one particular task, if it is being carried out, and suppose if it is not going to work, with a slight change in it, they go for altering it, and a new idea will be implemented again. So likewise, these are the alternative courses, if not the option A, option B. So likewise, it facilitates decision making, that what is apt and a positive one, or the possibility of getting result out of it. Planning also involves setting targets and predicting future conditions. So this help in taking decisions for future. Sixth point, planning establishes standard of controlling. Planning establishes standards for controlling. So what are all the standards? So it involves setting of goals, as we have seen, and this is being carried out through planning, organizing, staffing, directing and controlling proper work in a management. And out of that, planning provides the goals at which the actual performance is measured. So what is the task to be completed? Based on that, a plan will be implemented, and that plan will be executed in the organization, and by that the actual performance will be measured in the organization. So therefore it is said that planning is a prerequisite for controlling. So after planning comes the part controlling. So controlling, if planning is done in a proper manner, the management will have a whole control over the organization. So the proper planning is must for the organization to have the control over the organization. So thus planning provides the basis of control.